And today we are going to go over the various features of the 1x8 NPN Buddy by Backpack Raver and Y Record. Basically, this is a device to connect your Eurorack system to your Lyra 8. Currently, I am showing the ribbon wire version. The ribbon wire is a little bit drooped out of frame, but here it is. Now, the way this works is this module is entirely passive. It's currently hidden by wires here that I've pre-configured. And I guess we'll start with just basic quirks and behaviors. So these are mute switches. This is designed for a 3-position switch. So if you're using, say, the DivKid mutes switches, it'll be in the bill of materials. So you can have, say, on is temporary and then down is toggle, for example. I don't have those switches on me in large amounts. They're not on this version, but whatever. I use the toggle feature anyways. So yeah. Let us get started with how, right now, I have 3 channels of Pamela's new workout set to, I believe, 170 BPM and then divide by 2. So these are, quarter notes? These are half notes. And so the Lyra, it starts to take on a bunch of quirks. In the sense that most of the development has been centered around using the fast setting, because using the slow setting has release times that are way too long, at least for me. You can certainly use them. So here we have basically these gates firing. And here is how the shortest gate, I believe I set this to like 5%. Yeah, 5%. And you can't hear it because it's not going through because the gate isn't long enough. Here I have another longer gate that is set to where's the width? At 9%. So you can do the math however you want. Basically, with the Lyra, it is the best way to handle this module is to use basically width time as a translation for velocity, where shorter times that you hold the press down is basically the volume envelope will not max out. Next, we have a much longer one. I think this one fully develops at, what is number 7? 12% at whatever a half note at 170 BPM is. Sorry, we were doing jungle in this house. We were doing jungle in this house for a hot minute. So you kind of have certain channels that transmit and then other channels that do not. So that's basically it. It takes gates, and the gate just needs to be barely long enough to operate. Up next, I have 2 kind of fun little things. Here we have Oct going into a VCA. Basically, I'm using this as an AND gate. So you know, you get these like really weird and fun behaviors with these patterns, and you can have something clocked playing at the same time, and you can start flick the delay on. Hire me to score your next horror movie soundtrack, please, and thank you. I can do it in about a couple of hours. And then the other one that I have for a suggestion is maths, because we all like maths, and what you do is you can send the gate out, or you can send the channel out. More on that later. So you can have this gate. I'm going to flick this on. There we go. It's playing now. And if you want, you can also use the main channel output, where the height of this LFO and the exponential nature of it will kind of also dictate, right, because there's a minimum threshold of how this gate is triggered. It will also kind of dictate how this gate behaves. Like, this is on all the time. Also, the total cycle time of mats varies based on whether it's log or exponential, so the whole time gets shorter even if you don't touch these two, and longer here. But depending on how much time this whole thing spends positive will determine how much time the gate is flicked on or not. So I'm gonna set it back to triangular. The last thing I wanted to show everybody was kind of like my favorite patch of this module, and it is using the dual dagger. Shout out to Shakmat for creating basically a Model 1 style channel filter in 6 HP, because that's ungodly amazing. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to take 2 LFOs out of Oct, and I'm going to do a funny little thing of a patch of stereo consequences where one of the LFOs goes into the only of the left, so it normals to left and right. And then the second LFO will go to right only, and so you have like these weird cascading additions between on the right channel, and then these 2 outputs will go to the low pass and the panning of the dual dagger. So we're just gonna do that real quick, and then we can enjoy fun little modulation in stereo. There's your Lyra in stereo. And now I'm just gonna, I don't know, flick some switches and you see how quickly this turns into. Right, so I only have three channels on, yeah. A clocked one and then 2 of the unclocked ones. As you can see, this gets kind of very, very, very interesting. I'm just going to cut all of this and just let the delay kind of ring out. I hope you enjoy. Yeah, I think that's all. Thank you for listening, and I really hope this module brings somebody joy and use. Thank you all for your time, and have a wonderful day.